Howdy folks, this is Lee with World of Venom here. Today, for the animal that I'm going to show you before we get started on opening cards, I was going to show you, so last time we had a baby Asian water monitor, and I was going to have her dad out here, Jimbo, to show you what the adult size looks like. However, today's not his day. So here we have a rhinoceros iguana. Now this is my male. They are endangered in the wild. You're gonna notice they are different from green iguanas. As you can see, they're not green. They're more of like a grayish charcoal color. Sometimes they have like hints of blue. But this guy is only about 2.5 years old, I want to say. So he's not quite ready for me to breed yet. But as they get older, let's see if he'll move this way some so you can see. There we go, he turned his head. But you can see his horns on his nose, which is where they get their name, rhinoceros iguana. They are herbivores, so we do have some leafy greens here for them. They love their collard greens, mustard greens, dandelion greens. And then the brown stuff right there is actually this right here. So this is a hard pellet. It's made by a company called Missouri, and it is specifically made for the dietary needs of iguanas and tortoises. And all you do is add water and you get this kind of mushy substance there that you give to that you just put on top of greens, and it gives them all their nutrients that they need. So this guy, like I said, I plan on breeding these guys. They are endangered in the wild. So, of course, as I mentioned before, my goal with breeding reptiles is to breed, one, good pets for people, things that make good pets. Two, to bring endangered species back, like, more prevalent into the world. For instance, right, there's a lot of controversy with tigers being endangered and then with so many being in captivity. But what you got to understand is in captivity, as long as they have the proper care, proper size caging, and everything like that, we're bringing more into the world. And then maybe later on down the road, these guys are from the Caribbean islands. So like Haiti, for instance, keeps getting bombarded with storms. So that's part of the reason that these guys are endangered, along with human poaching and everything else. So let's say they go extinct in the wild. We could very well bring these guys back into one of the Caribbean islands and set up a sanctuary and stuff like that. So it's very important that we get them back out there. They also do make great pets. So like I said, this guy is about 2.5 years old. They do get to be, want some more blueberries, buddy? He loves his blueberries. Although fruits should be about 20% of their diet. Keep in mind, whenever I'm showing you guys these reptiles, this is not a how-to guide, a care guide. This is just me expressing my love of the animals with you guys and sharing my animals with you all. There are plenty of care guides out there, more in depth. My favorite care guides to go to are Reptile Magazine. They have a lot of good articles with how-to for everything with every reptile. There are tons of people out there that do breed these guys too, all over the place. I just want to add more into the hobby myself. But as I was saying though, he is about 2.5 years old, and they can live 20 plus years in captivity. Don't quote me on this, but I want to say the oldest one right now in captivity is around 43, 44, and that's at the Steve Irwin Zoo. But they can get a lot bigger than this. So this guy's only about 2.5 feet. They can get to be about 4.5 feet and weigh anywhere between 20 to 30 pounds. Males are bigger than females. They are sexually dimorphic, which means that they do have characteristics that differentiate them from, like, physically seeing. Like, you can physically see the difference between males and females. Males tend to be more robust. They have bigger horns on their head. They'll have these little femoral pores underneath their legs. You can't really see it, but they produce these little waxy substances right here that basically mark their territory. They keep growing, and every time they crawl along stuff, it kind of marks their territory. But yeah, they'll get a lot bigger than, he'll get a lot bigger than this. He's only about pounds-ish maybe, but at 30 pounds, he's the size of like a French bulldog, like a small little bulldog. Very cool guys, and they tame down. These are one of the species that tame down as they get older. Super, super tame. Very cool. However, if you do come across a defensive one, you really don't want to get bit by them, because this right here, that little portion, that is all muscle. It's called their jowls. It's very, very muscular. They have a very strong bite force, and despite being herbivores, they do have pretty sharp teeth. But yeah, this is, I don't know if I said his name before, but it's Cadbury. I got it from the Cadbury bunny. Just because whenever they're little, they're very flighty, huffy and puffy, whip you with their tail, but they calm down as they get older. And he's pretty tame. I can have him around. I bring him to educate people and stuff like that on them. So he's pretty cool. But his name's Cadbury Bunny. Or not Cadbury Bunny. He was named after the Cadbury Bunny. His name's Cadbury. his mate that I originally had, I have these guys outside, but this is before I created a double door system for them, which is very important, because as I found out the hard way, whenever I opened the door, before I had a double door system, I had a single door. And whenever I opened the cage, his mate was very flighty. This was last year. When I opened the cage to feed them, she ran out real quick, and they are super, super fast. She ran over my privacy fence. I had to go around through my house to go around, try and find her. Couldn't find her for the life of me. Lo and behold, she was just 2 houses down, but this was during the winter season. And sadly, these guys do not do well in the cold. So being cold-blooded animals, she did freeze to death. My neighbors found her, brought her to me. Very, very sad. I was looking very much to having that female going with them, because they paired up great. Not only, they don't always mesh well together, males and females. Sometimes you'll go through a couple males or a couple females to find the right match with each other. Kind of like people, right? Like, we all don't get along and stuff. So, but I do have another female with him. I did have them caged together, but she is younger than him. So being younger and being a female, she's smaller. So I really didn't want him bullying her or her getting too stressed out. So I do have them in separate cages until she is of breeding age. And then I will put them in like screened enclosure side by side, see how well they do, like with seeing each other, make sure there's no problems. And then hopefully I got a Match.com match, and I'll have some babies coming out probably here within 2 years, I'd say. So yeah, that's my plan with those guys. Very, very cool. His mate I named Tiffany, because the very first time that I saw one of these guys, I saw a little boy just eating cereal with them, and I forget his Rhino Iguana's name, but he was about 6 or 7. And his mom comes in there videoing him. She's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, just eating kicks." She's like, "Oh yeah, are you eating kicks and bananas?" He's like, "Yeah, kicks and bananas." And he's just sitting there eating a bowl of cereal, and the iguana's eating the cereal too, right out of the bowl. And I thought that would be a cool idea. That's why I named the female Tiffany, so I could have breakfast at Tiffany's and just sit there and kind of just eat with have them outside with me, like on a table, and just eat, basically just enjoy their company and everything. But yeah, he loves his blueberries, as you see. He does love bananas too, any kind of fruits, but they're not really good for them. That's why you kind of only give them for 20% of their diet rather than their whole diet. Their majority of their diet consists of the leafy greens, but also they need the vitamins and minerals from that iguana and tortoise diet. So yeah, if you guys have any questions about them or anything, feel free to let me know and down in the comments or anything, and I'll be able to explain stuff to you or share more with you. But let's go over some of the cards that I picked up this week. So as I mentioned before, Lizard, I do need to start PCing this guy. Oh, he's curious. Most lizards are. But yeah, so I started picking up. These are all from the 2021-2022 Metal Spider-Man universe cards. So I picked up a gold lizard to go ahead and start that collection going. We can't have my collection without symbiotes, so I believe the rest of them are symbiotes. We have the gold on the high series for Scream. We have my Venom to start my color collection for this. I also have a yellow and a blue and the normal and the grandiose coming in the mail. Surprisingly, the grandiose for these is like $100. That's wild to me, because most grandioses go for like $5. I got the Venom on the high series because I would like to go ahead and get this too. Normally the high series cars, which are like the older looks to the cards, they're rated the higher numbers, so like above 100. So this is like 193. Anything above 100 are like your what's called the high series cards. So I got that, but the high series cards tend to be more expensive than the low series cards. This is a high series grandiose Toxin. Very, very cool character. I like Toxin a lot. Looking forward to him in the movies. I got the base Toxin, high series. I got the low Toxin. This is one of my favorite artworks for him. Amazing artwork on the gold. This is low series. So see, low series, newer age image. High series, older age image. Then we got the base for the Toxin. We have the Carnage, my absolute favorite art for this, for Carnage. Very, very, very cool. The only thing that I am kind of disappointed about with this art is it doesn't really show the backgrounds that well whenever it comes to the color parallels. So for instance, I ordered the gold, the yellow, the blue, and the grandiose of these. But looking at like the red PMG and stuff for these, it looks cool because he's red and it's red, but it automatically already has kind of like a reddish background. So having them side by side is a little rough. I kind of wish it would have been like a silver background so you could truly tell the difference. We got the green Moon Knight for the low series. So this is the achievement color. This is the one that you turn in 100 base cards for. I picked that up on an auction. Very cool. I couldn't pass that up. And then we got the Scream on the I believe it's called the Z-Force. Or Z-Rave, I can't remember, but it's numbered 80 out of 100, and very, very, very cool card. I like that a lot. But yeah, those are my pickups for this week. I have a lot more coming in the mail, including some that should be in today, but I will show those in on the next video. So while Cadbury's eating there, let's go ahead and open up our second box of annual. So, I know I mentioned last time, so far I've gotten a lot of these are in Whatnot and opened them up and through the streamers, but I also had these 3 boxes personal for myself. I just have to get around to opening them whenever my kids are not home or asleep, which can be difficult. Alright, let's see here. Let's open this puppy up. Cut the seal. And let's get these packs out. So this time we don't have to worry about water damage from Dora, the water monitor. So I know a lot of people like shuffling them and everything, but I kind of like seeing how they're mapped out. If there is a mapping system to these, not that I would ever buy loose packs, but it's always interesting to see, especially since Upper Deck's like going out of business. They already didn't really care or didn't really have time to do a lot of prep, such as, for instance, they don't have the year on the front of this year's annual box. They don't have the year. As well as I know the crystal clears are all alpha cards, which are 1 out of 25. So you can have 25 of the same card and all of them are going to be 1 out of 25s. And same as last time, I do sleeve these up and everything after the fact. So there's actually no real big things there. Wynn, that's kind of a cool character. I guess that's a version of Constantine. Constantine's an awesome character, mainly because Keanu Reeves plays him, but very good movie. So knowing the fact that he's a version of Constantine is pretty cool. Because sometimes, you know, you get a lot of these human characters and you're just like, oh, another human character, like no costume to it. For instance, like Jessica Jones, you just want to toss all those cards out. No disrespect to the artist or anything. You know, the artists are just doing the best that they can with what Upper Deck told them to do. Oh, cool. We got the Star Rookies for Misery. Very cool. And then we got Teguki. We got Hulk. And back to Spider-Man. So yeah, anytime I ever talk about like art on a card, like whenever it comes to like a human type character, if you're an artist and you just so happen to watch my videos, please don't take offense. You guys are doing a fantastic, phenomenal job with the work that you're doing. It's not your fault if you guys get just a girl and a coat and jeans. Like, how are you supposed to make that look cool, right? Like, you can't. We got Hellcat. Hey, we got Red Goblin on the Dark Web. Love these Dark Webs. This is the normal, the gold. Very cool. Oh, and our first number card of the box is Magic. So we got 192 out of 499. Very hard to see, but it is 192 out of 499. Very cool card. I like her on the Dark Web. Her Dark Web looks awesome. And then the Mystique. And back to Hellcat. Alright. Got our next pack here. I can open it up. Cadbury's very curious about what I'm doing. He's like, is that food or what? What are you doing over there? Yeah, I'll just go back to my blueberries. Alright, we got Talon. Emma Frost. Hey, we got Miles Morales on the Summer Symbiotes. Very cool. So I'm never really a fan of like Spider-Man's or anything, or like Miles Morales in like human form, but his suit, you got to admit, like the suit is cool. Very cool. Got the Silver Sparkle. Talia Warroad. We got Mr. Wong. And then back to Talon. Alright, let's start with the bottom left corner. See the different demeanor though between him and, for instance, Dora, the Asian water monitor? Just very chill, very stationary. Got a Madness. We got that last time in the Summer Symbiotes. Captain Marvel. Professor X. Queen Cat. And Jean Grey. Cool. Our second pack in bottom left corner. Hey, we got Wreck Rap. This guy's very cool. He's a demon. If you notice, his name is Parker backwards. He actually likes he sees Spider-Man as a role model. Spider-Man saved him, and he sees Spider-Man as a role model and wants to emulate him. It's pretty cool. But he's a demon. Joseph, I thought he was weird because he's just a human guy. I'm like, why do they got another human guy in here? It's actually Magneto. It's a clone of Magneto, rather. So, pretty cool. Hey, we got Red Goblin on the Sparkle. Very cool. Very, very pretty card. Nice. Oh, we got a Scarlet Scarab on the backscatter, on the sticker. Nice. We got 2 hits there. Alright. Yeah, that one opened up pretty well. I like trying to keep like a pack best preserved as I can. I actually like laminating these on the front of the binders. That way you can actually see what the packs look like whenever you go to look at the binder. I have to show that off sometime. We got Cyclops. We got the number 1 spot. Got Polaris. Vision. Tigra. A lot of people call her Tigra. I call her Tigra. I still can't get a proper enunciation of that word from anyone that actually knows. If she's ever in a show or anything like that and somebody hears how they pronounce her name, if you don't mind, just let me know. Because in the meantime, I'll just call her Tigra. We got Sage. Hey, Miles Morales. Cool. Sins of Sinister. Shock Jock. Oh, look at that. We got our premiere. Very cool. Miss Marvel. So this is out of 9. These premieres are out of 99. This is number 31 out of 99. So these are pretty cool. These are actually a lot thinner than I thought they were. So I got a couple of these on Whatnot, but I did not realize that they were so thin. As you can see, it's like very, very bendy, very thin, but very cool. Very pretty card. I like the blue and white marbling on these. They have a version with this with Anti-Venom and Carnage. That would be really cool to get. Alright, let's put that off to the side. That's our second numbered hit. Captain Marvel. Alright. Go with the top left. Just go clockwise here. First pack. Hunter's Moon. We got the number 1 spot. Vision. City Smith. Adam Warlock. Back to Hunter's Moon. How you doing over there, Cadbury? Just wondering what this is? What I'm doing? Yeah. Just like a statue. We got Fang. Got another Red Goblin on the Summer Symbiotes. Got Tigra. Dr. Stasis, and Hollow's Eve. Hollow's Eve, pretty cool. I really like her on the dark web. Her dark web is awesome, especially since it's Halloween time. It matches the timing pretty well. This one is a thicker card. So this was the third in the top left, the third pack. And I guess this is crystal clear. Yeah, it is. A lot of people like, holding off on them and everything. I just want to go ahead and open them up. But this is what I was saying though. They're all 1 out of 25, as you're going to see. Put that off to the side here. Yeah, see. Right here. They are all alphas. 1 out of 25 right there. And this is Shadowcat. I have not seen a Shadowcat one yet. They come with these penny sleeves on them, but they're very, very tight. It's like they try to stuff a normal penny sleeve on them. So pretty cool though. These are pretty cool cards. I like these. I don't know if I'll be able to collect all of them since they're 1 of 25, of course. For instance, like Wolverine on this is like 400 or 500 bucks right now. And I'm like, I'm not paying that. I'm not a Wolverine guy. All right. 4th pack, upper left-hand corner. Misty Knight. Vox Ignis for the Sins of Sinister. Hey, there's Hope Summers. And the Silver Sparkle. Very cool. Nomad. Low-key. He's being very low-key at the moment. Sorry, bad joke. Well, that's one of the other things I wanted to talk about too was, so I'm not a persona per se. Like, I don't fake stuff whenever I talk on YouTube. I don't pretend to be someone else, or anything like that. I just am who I am. The only thing that I do kind of fake-ish on YouTube is I try not to curse. Now, in real life, I curse like crazy, every other word out of my mouth. But whenever it comes to YouTube, I'm not for, like, I don't mark that this is like for kids to watch or anything. But I do try to make it to where people, if they're watching with their kids or they're watching on the couch, that they don't have to hear like a curse word or anything in the background. So if I slip up, I am very, very sorry. But I try my best not to. So we got Fei Long, number 91 out of 499. Pretty cool. It's another one to mark off the list. But yeah, so I try my very best not to curse. Just because I said, like, I do it too. Like, I'm just sitting in bed or sitting on the couch while the kids are watching TV, controlling the TV, and I'll just watch my phone. So, you know, even though they're used to me cursing in the background, not everyone's the same as me. And I understand that. Alright, we got Echo. But yeah, other than that, what you see is what you get with me. I'm not a fake person. Life Model Venom on this Summer of Symbiotes. Pretty cool. Got Shadowcat. Polaris. Wait, was that 2 Shadowcats? Or was that? Oh, okay, yeah, it was the variant art, what some people call canvas. Alright, so one, if not both of these last 2 packs should be a numbered card. Oh look, he's finally moving. Let's get this last pack out of his way, so in case he wants to go that route, he's not scratching up anything. Their claws are very, very sharp. Yeah, Captain America. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Hi. Alright, so we got Captain America. We got Magic. We got Elektra on the Silver Sparkle. Yep, there's another hit. Destiny. 253 out of 499. So we got her on the yellow last time. So now we have her on the green. So now we can call her a day. Not have to worry about buying any singles of this woman. Cool. And then win. Alright, last pack. Let's see what we get. And then I gotta bleach everything down and clean up. Just what we do 20 times a day in this house. Bleach everything down, clean up. Alright, so like I said, normally the boxes have like 5 to 6 hits in them, and or numbered cards rather. So right now we have 5, so let's see if we get a 6th. Mary Jane Watson. And it looks like we will. We got Eve Warlock on our Star Rookies, and yep, there's our 6th numbered. So this is numbered 608 out of 699. Yuna Yang on the suspended animation. And these are surprisingly feel like they're more durable than the Premier, which is interesting because they're the same thickness. Let's go ahead and bring these out here. So we got suspended animation. We got green foil on Destiny. We got the Fei Long on the green. We got the Crystal Clear for Shadowcat. And then we got Magic on the green foil. And then, yeah, so like I said, does my arm taste good over there, buddy? He's licking my arm right now. So, yeah. suspended animation in the Premiere. Pretty cool. A very good box. Very good box. Alright, so this is Lee with World of Venom. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out here as soon as I pick up these cards and move Cadbury. Oop, 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 oop. And I'd say that's a good time to go ahead and skip out. Okay, bye-bye. Have a good day.